system again. This time it's the integumentary system. So say that, integumentary system. So what do we mean by that? We mean the skin and all the accessory organs. And by the way, did you know that the skin is the largest organ in your body? It's also the most visible organ in your body because you see it. And by the accessory organs, we mean things like your hair, your fingernails, your toenails, your sweat glands, your sebaceous glands. Your sensory receptors are in your skin. You got muscle in your skin. Did you know you have little muscles in your skin attached to every single hair? Yeah, we'll learn about some interesting things. So let's get started. This first video is kind of like an overview. So first off, what does your skin really do? Well, it does a lot, okay? It protects you from trauma. Yeah, it's tough. Your skin is tough. Okay? So by protecting you from trauma, it keeps out critters, all kinds of microbes, keeps you from being infected. In fact, that surface layer of your skin doesn't even have blood vessels. So even if there's some little surface breaks and little microbes get there, they have to go deeper in order to be able to invade into blood vessels. It also has some chemicals and some proteins that help keep you from being dehydrated. Yes, I know you like to slather lotions all over, but your skin most of the time does a pretty good job keeping you from being dehydrated. And one thing it does, the blood vessels in your skin help regulate your body temperature. If you're hot, you get flushed because they dilate so that you can give off heat. And when you're cold, they contract to help keep your heat within your body. As I said before, and as you learned when you learned in the nervous system, there's a lot of different sensory information that your skin can collect, and we'll learn that in detail in the next video. And we also learned about production of vitamin D can happen with sun exposure into your skin. And if we don't have adequate sun exposure, as most adults don't, then we have to take vitamin D pills, super important so that we can absorb our dietary calcium. Now, in addition, if you've ever had medicine in a patch, or such as birth control pills or nicotine pills or many other medicines that come in a patch, you know that your skin can absorb substances, and your skin can also excrete some body waste because we have glands which will excrete stuff. So the question I have for you, does your skin breathe? Can humans breathe through our skin? Like, look at this close-up of your skin. Then look up over there. We've got all these lovely little openings. Are we breathing through our skin? I got to tell you, when I ask this in a classroom with students, a lot of you are going to say, yes, we do. And the answer is no, we don't. Earthworms, yes. Humans, no. We only breathe through our lungs. Okay, so breathing has nothing to do with our skin. All right. So looking at our skin, there's only two regions that we call skin. The outermost area is called the epidermis. This is the surface. This is an epithelium, right? Because epithelium covers every surface in the body. So the epidermis is the epithelium of your skin. And then deep to this is the dermis. That's it for skin. Underneath it, we have something that's called the hypodermis. Hypo meaning below. This means it's below the skin. Okay, so let's talk about the epidermis first. When you look at the epidermis, look at these yellow cells. And if you remember epithelium, we go, is it simple or is it stratified? Is it one layer or more than one layer? Well, I think you can clearly see there's more than one layer of cells going up to the apical surface. So that's going to be simple, stratified. And when we look at the cells, we look at the shape at the apical surface, and you can see they are flattened. And so this is going to make it a stratified squamous epithelium. When we look, we can see like there's mitosis here at the basal layer, and then going to the surface, we can see nuclei, we can see the cells flattening out, and we can start seeing little granules appearing here. And then these uppermost layers, we don't see a nucleus anymore, and that's because the surface of your skin is dead. Yeah, it's dead. Those cells are all dead. So when we look at your skin, we actually have 4 different types of cells. And you can see looking at the skin that 99% of those cells are this gold color. And that's because 99+% of your skin cells are what we call keratinocytes. And otherwise, they are cells, sites that are going to be making a protein called keratin. So keratin is a waterproofing protein that's made mostly when the cells move up to about this part of the epidermis, okay? So here's where the stem cells are. Here's where you're making new cells. You can tell that because we got a little metaphase of mitosis going on here in this basal layer. And then the cells move upward, upward, upward. And then here they're making this protein, and then here they are dead. Do you notice that there's no blood vessels here in the epithelium? Yeah, because no epithelium has blood vessels, right? So the cells down here in the basal layer, they're getting a lot of nutrition through diffusion from the dermis. And these cells get a little bit of diffusion, and these cells get a little less diffusion. These cells are getting no nutrients whatsoever. No Thanksgiving buffet for them. Okay, the next cell type I want to talk about are these gray cells down here in the basal layer. And these are called melanocytes. These are cells, sites that make something called melanin. Notice I did not say melatonin. This has nothing to do with your circadian rhythm. Melanin is a substance that is made when you expose your skin to sunlight. And this is a special stain on the right, which is a stain for melanin. And so you can see a whole bunch of melanocytes in the basal layer of this person's epidermis. So this is probably either a very darkly skinned person, or much more likely, this is an area where there is a mole. Because even a darkly skinned person tends to not have this dense of melanocytes. They just make more melanin in their melanocytes. Okay. The third cell type is this blue cell here. It's called a Langerhans cell. Notice that it is in the middle of all those keratinocytes. It's not down here at the base. And notice it also has these really long appendages that go between all the various keratinocytes. Its job is to do phagocytosis. So basically, it's like a Roomba vacuum cleaner. It just cruises along between all the various keratinocytes. It's looking for dirt and debris and any kind of microbe that doesn't belong there. It's trying to prevent any kind of infection, any kind of microbes to get down into the blood vessels that are down there in the dermis. And so this photomicrograph on the right with the little red arrows, each little red arrow has a special stain showing the brown cells, which are these Langerhans cells. And then the fourth cell is this purple cell right here at the bottom. And notice it has a little neuron attached to it. And the purple cell is called a Merkel cell. It's a special sensory receptor. We will come back and talk about it in the second video. So yes, you do need to know these 4 special types of cells found in the epidermis. So now let's talk about what happens with sun exposure. In other words, ultraviolet radiation. Well, your body doesn't like ultraviolet radiation. It's going to affect all the proteins that it can hit. And that includes the collagen in your skin. It's going to be breaking down collagen, causing wrinkles. Yes, I know you think when you have a suntan, you look healthier than when you're a pale person. If you're white people think when they're pale, they look sickly, and when they're tan, they look healthy. That's the multi-million-dollar tanning industry, whether it's fake tanning or real tanning. But I got to tell you, there is nothing healthy looking about being darkly tan and having a bunch of wrinkles from having a lifetime of tanning. So let's look and see what happens to those cells in your epidermis with ultraviolet radiation. So let's go back to that melanocyte here in the basal layer. When it's exposed to ultraviolet radiation, it's going to make melanin, and it puts melanin in little tiny little packages. And that melanocyte has long little arms, and it sends those little packages of melanin, and it drops them off to all the keratinocytes that it can reach. So there's a bunch of keratinocytes here in the basal layer that have some melanin dropped off in it, and then all these other keratinocytes have melanin dropped in it, and then these upper ones up there, well, you know, they're dead and dying. They don't have any because the melanocyte can't reach that far. Now notice where the melanin is in all of those cells. Take a look. Where are all those little melanin granules? They're sitting on top of the nuclei. In other words, they're between the sun and the nucleus. Why? Because the melanocytes are smarter than you are. They know the ultraviolet rays are going to damage the protein, as in the DNA in your nucleus. Right? So the melanocytes are sitting there trying to put a little melanocyte umbrella on top of your nucleus. But they can't do it all because you want to look healthy and be tanned. You want the sun exposure. Please don't do that. If you must have sun exposure, please use sunscreen that has both UVA and UVB protection. So, did you know that UV rays cause skin cancer? Of course you do, because it damages DNA. Did you know that one sunburn can double your risk of skin cancer? Just one sunburn. And if you have a severe sunburn, it can 5 times the risk of your sunburn, of skin cancer. Now, how many of you have had more than one sunburn? Think of how many sunburns you've had starting your childhood. Think of all the sunburns in your childhood you didn't know about. You've been to the beach. You've seen tons of people having little babies and children having sunburns. You don't remember those. You only can remember the ones in your adulthood. And by a sunburn, yes, turning red. Yes, have you ever peeled? That's a sunburn. Have you ever blistered? That's a severe sunburn. If you're peeling and blistering, those are severe sunburns. Yes. And so what kind of cancers are you going to cause? I know you're thinking, oh, melanoma. Did you know melanoma is not the #1 skin cancer? Not by a long shot. The #1 skin cancer is something that affects these keratinocytes right here in the basal layer. Yeah, these way down here deep in your epidermis. And it's called a basal cell carcinoma. And this 25-year-old, 26-year-old lady has one, and you can't even see it unless I put a circle around it. That's a basal cell carcinoma. Yeah. They don't look like much of anything at first, and they will continue to grow. And as they grow, they can look a little reddish, or they cannot look a little reddish. They will get bigger and bigger and bigger. They can grow deep, or they can grow out. Here's an older gentleman. Can you notice his? Did you notice that one? How about that one? And this one? And that one? And this one? And how about that one? This guy has about 10 of them on his nose. Why are they so common on the nose? Because when you wear a baseball cap, you're protecting this part of your face, and the sun's always freaking hitting your nose. So a baseball cap isn't good enough. Now, let's talk about melanoma for a second. So with a melanoma, we're talking about looking at a pigmented lesion, like a mole. Moles on your hand, on the palms of your hands, soles of your feet. Always get them checked yearly by a dermatologist. They will take a picture and they will compare a picture and they will measure them. Those are really bad, palms of your hands and soles of your feet. Everywhere else in your body, we talk about the ABCs of the melanoma. And A means that when you look at a pigmented lesions, the two sides of them are not identical. They're asymmetric. The B is that the border is not smooth. It got irregular edges. The C is the color is not uniform. Parts of it are darker and other parts of it are lighter. And the D is the eraser of your pencil. The mole is that size or larger. If any of these, the A, B, C, or D, if you have any questions, go to a dermatologist to have it checked out, not your primary care physician. Dermatologists have special glasses that they can look at, and they have special tools that they can take special biopsies and get you the proper treatment quickly. Okay, so even if you have one of those newfangled tanning beds that only uses UVA radiation, the deep layers of skin will become more vulnerable to the shortwave radiation. And so tanning beds went out of favor when melanoma rates skyrocketed, and then we started slathering ourselves with UVA, UVB, and then they changed the tanning beds to only be UVA, and people started thinking tanning beds were safe again. And so now, guess what? Melanoma is the most common form of cancer. For what age range do you think that most diagnoses are now being made? They're being made for folks that are young adults in their late 20s. So you need to go and get checkups. Once folks hit in their 30s and 40s, they know to go to the dermatologist, and you get a yearly skin check, and they check everything. And so you are getting suspicious lesions removed before they become skin cancers. But young adults, you think you're invincible. Please go get anything suspicious checked out. It could be saving your life. Okay, now we're done with the epidermis. Let's move to the dermis. So the dermis is mostly collagen and elastic fibers. So the collagen is giving it strength, and the elastic allows you, to pull it and have it go back to its resting stage. Both of these are going to decrease as you age. Plus, if you smoke, you're going to be breaking down the collagen and elastic fibers, plus any kind of UV exposure. So yes, when we're children, we have tons of UV exposure because we're playing outside all the time. So think about what you're doing as an adult. In addition, we've got lots of blood vessels. You see all these lovely little capillaries here. And then see, we've got a lot of them right here in the upper part of the epidermis, because these are the ones, in the upper part of the dermis, because these are the ones responsible for having diffusion to go to the epidermis. And then these are also lots of capillaries as well. And this particular one, here is the epidermis. These are the last of the cells that are still alive. And this whole part right here, that's all dead skin cells. So this is, this is probably from like the palms or your fingertips or the soles of your feet or your toes or something like that. This is really, really thick skin here. In addition, we're going to have a lot of sensory receptors, which we'll talk about, like I said before, in the second video. Now, below the skin in the hypodermis. This is not part of the skin. And the other word for hypodermis is also known as the subcutaneous layer. Cutaneous is another word for skin. So subcutaneous means below the skin as well. When we look at the subcutaneous tissue, this yellow part, this is fat. So adipose tissue, and in between the adipose tissue, we're going to have a realer connective tissue. So what the subcutaneous or hypodermis does is it basically connects the skin above with muscle below. That's all it does. And with that, we're done with the first video. So thank you so much. Make sure you learn those layers, those cells, and we'll come back and we will talk about all the accessory organs and the special structures in the second video. See you soon.